First play of the period will be a second down. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. And here comes the offense on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake. Buying some time. Inside the 30. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch them because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Well, that ball landed incomplete, but you saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
Back to pass, it's Childs. This one's complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Spartans trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Snap in the shotgun. Buying some time as he moves left. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time in that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Saunders. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That keeps the running game churning, pick up a 5 to the 23. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go.
Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Trying to set up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Really tough on offense. Third and long, it's tough to know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to the route. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Iowa State is putting on a show offensively, only there's been no real story arc. It's been all Cyclones all day with almost no let-up. They're up 14 over South Carolina. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. They'll try to snap it quickly. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run, and then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Off play action. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Childs. Here comes the heat. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line.
He lofts one down the sideline. Hits him inside the 20, still going. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Grab behind the line. It's Robinson. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He'll try to get it through the air. Scrambling away. Touchdown, Michigan State! Fit it in the window for the score.
I gotta tell you, this offense has done some really good things here in this first half, and that was so critical. Scoring on their last possession of the half, they're padding their lead, and they've put so much pressure now on the opponent.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
From the gun on third down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. He'll try. It's a fumble! And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Ball security has to be at a premium. They're lucky that rolled out of bounds, and now that's set up fourth down. But, David, you know against this defense, they are coming and they want to create takeaways.
And as a defense, that's what you focus on week in, week out, trying to get that football, trying to punch it out. The biggest thing you have to do to create fumbles is everybody fly to the football. Unfortunately,
he's got it in more than enough for a first down. There he goes. Touchdown, Penn State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Got room to work. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Looking to pass. It's Child. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's McCray. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Makes a catch down the right side. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Back to throw, it's Child. Quickly to the tight end. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish.
21.
They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Quarterback making checks. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush. It's just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Breaks into the open. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down and goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it to him on the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Childs. Snagged in the middle, it's McCray. They got him the football, but he could not convert. It'll be 4th down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
And the field goal unit stays put. They will try to deliver the haymaker and deck them with a touchdown on 4th and goal. Making side adjustments here. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here we go. What great shape they will be in if they can punch in a touchdown on 4th and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Working that left side. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a big throw by this young man. Like, listen, late in the football game, you've got to make plays. He's been a little bit up and down, but they got to give him the rock. They're going to trust him. Let's see what he can do late in this football game.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Going to swing it on second down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple of yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
What a great job by the quarterback. He had to be pinpoint accurate on that touchdown pass, giving his offense the lead here with just seconds to go in the game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Off-play action on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to throw. It's Childs. A deep throw as the clock winds down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Here he goes, breaking the pocket. He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Boyd. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, Michigan State.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback may change this route. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's taking the deep shot. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first